Afternoon. It's March 13th, and we are doing our handyman specials and the cheapest stuff on the market. As always, I'm Randy Jenkins, and I'm going to run this video. Right now in Pasco County, if you always look down at the bottom corner here, there's 334 properties available in the county. Um, there are currently 2,115 properties that are pending, and that makes the total over 5,000 properties, and we haven't been there in a while. And I'll repeat that: 2,115 properties are pending, and 3,348 properties are available, and that's a big number. An interesting way to look at the market is also to look at the 30-day solds, and let's look at the 30-day solds. If you've watched my videos before, you know that I don't like to go back 30 days from today. I like to go back 7 days and then back 37 days. 1,495 properties sold in that 30-day time frame. And the reason I do that is because some of these properties that closed in the last few days haven't been reported. But if you give 7 days, then you can generally see exactly what's happening over a 30-day period. Now, the question of valuation, in my opinion, revolves around the price per square foot. Now, I had been running $100 a square foot as my low end of the market. But there's only one property right there, and that is not enough to talk about. We're going to go list price per square foot to $135. Now, there's 114 properties that fit that bill, but generally speaking, we only want to talk about single family homes. So let's jump down there. We have 13 properties. And before we go to look at the currently available properties, if you've watched my videos, you know that I'm a big believer in watching the pendings and the sold. Now, there are 15 properties in this criteria that are pending, and there are, let's just do minus 21 days for the solds. And we get, let's not do that. Let's try again. Let's do minus 30 days. It doesn't want to give us any. We know that's wrong. Let's do 0 minus 21. So there have been 11 properties that have sold in this criteria. If you've watched the last few weeks, you've seen me talk about this Arcadia. They were asking $49,000. It sold for $30,000 in 7 days or 4 days. This is a condemned property. Green Key flooded twice in the last 6 months, sold for $75,000 after 9 days on the market. If you were my buyer, I would not have let you, or I would have really reinforced against buying that one. This is interesting. They were asking $160,000 and they sold it for $98,000 in 2 days. I could wax rhetorically about that. Hatteras is a related party transaction. This is a $250,000 waterfront home that sold for $100,000. Gulf Highlands sold in 0 days. They were asking $155,000. It sold for $105,000. This is an unrepaired sinkhole property. Zephyr Hills sold in 3 days. They were asking $90,000 and they sold it for $110,000. Hoover sold in 4 days. They were asking $189,000. It sold for $178,000. Gray Fox, they were asking $170,000. It sold for $187,000 in 6 days. Paula Court and Jasmine Lakes, 156 days on the market. They were asking $225,000 and they sold it for $205,000. This is a sales price of $112 a square foot. Helmsley, nice neighborhood, Barrington Woods, $360,000, sold for $360,000 in 34 days. The sold price per square foot, $128 a square foot. The last one, this is a big house, sold for, wow, look at that. It was asking $394,000. It sold for $427,000. This is a brand new home, and it's not even built yet. 6 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, $122 a square foot. I can't tell you how interesting this is to me. If you don't understand the how excited I get about some of these, I'll be happy to share with you. Okay, this one went pending. This is a real problem house. I'm pretty certain it has issues related to the fact that it's in a flood zone and they've got open permits. I would definitely stay away from that one. This one went under contract in 5 days. Moon Lake, Rushmore. There's an auction scheduled for tomorrow. It went pending today. Crazy story there. All right, now this is a real problem as far as I'm concerned. This is $165,000, been on the market for 13 days. It sure looks like a mobile home, and yet they've got it as a single family home. Let me show you what to do when you get into a situation like this. We go to our Pasco County property appraiser site, Pasco, PA, and we look at the property itself. In fact, you should look at every property on this site. And this one is on, oh, look at me, I'm in the way, 16th Street. And what we're looking for is proof that it's a mobile home. And we don't see any proof that it's a mobile home here. Interesting. Because it doesn't show the exterior construction. So we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. We'll say that mobile home looking house is not a mobile home. I don't know. Country Club Estates, 56 days, pending at $106 a square foot. This just went under contract today. This was most interesting. I highlighted it a couple of times. They were asking $115 a square foot. This went under contract in 3 days. This went under contract in 63 days, 117 days. And that definitely is a mobile home. Moving on, 7 days in the city of Zephyr Hills. This one was only asking $84 a square foot, and it's because it's almost 3,000 square feet. But this is a block home and 2 to 5 acres. I would be shocked if it didn't sell for more than the asking price. We've got 3 more, 8 days, 214 days. When I see that days on market is that high, I believe that we'll see that it's sold for substantially less than the asking price. But until we get the sold, we won't know. 7 days on the market in Ashley Pines. These are going to be big houses at big prices. All right, so what you really care about if you're on my buyers list, which you generally probably are, right now there's 13 properties that are under $135 a square foot. And I just want to show you something. I had been doing $100 a square foot forever as the cheap end of the market. There's only 2 properties that are under $100 a square foot. And both of these will come up on the bigger list that I'm about to make. But it's, I don't know if the word's scary, but to have only 2 properties at that price just goes to show how much the low end of the market is going up, at least on the asking prices. A lot of those solds were substantially less than $135. This is 0 days on the market. It's an old frame house built in 1965, and it looks like we want to stay away from that one, I think. Unless, of course, you're a Dade City buyer and you buy those old frame houses. 250 days on the market, $104 a square foot. Another one, perhaps, to run away from. All right, this one, 30624 Clearview. Let's jump over to the property appraiser. Let's look at it, 30624. You don't have to put in everything on the name. This one is a mobile home. And it shows, does it say aluminum or metal? And it doesn't. But the point is that this realtor has this listed as a single family home, and it is a mobile home. It's $111 a square foot, and it needs some updates. The best thing about this property is it is over an acre. And if you follow my 1 acre videos, then you'll know my feelings about acreage. This is really interesting. This is $61 a square foot. This is gotta be under going to be under the pendings shortly. It's an old frame building that sure looks like it could be a commercial. The zoning on it is C2. There it is. I told you it could be commercial. Let's move down the list. San Clemente, bank-owned property, asking $124 a square foot. And this may be 55 and older. Let's see, under community information. Look at this. They didn't put anything down. No, it says housing for older people. No. Okay, basically, San Clemente has one little area where it's not 55 and older. Sandra Drive, $189,000. It's $123 a square foot. Hudson Avenue, 1 day on the market. Looks like it's got a good roof. It's got a detached garage. And this is a 1930 house. Going to have its 100-year anniversary in 6 years. I don't know if I have an interest in that. You got to be careful about these old houses. Look at that siding. You got to wonder if that's asbestos siding. If you do go buy that, please get a home inspection and verify that. I mean, you can buy those asbestos houses, but you have to be sure not to do anything to the house to disturb the asbestos. This one is a 1976. It sure looks older. Half an acre to 1 acre. $132 a square foot. It's an interesting property, but I don't know if I'm interested. Albemarle, unrepaired sinkhole house, 9 days on the market, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and it's got a swimming pool. Lots of action happening on that one, still available. Main Avenue in Dade City. This one I researched, and back in the day, it was a foreclosure for a couple $100,000 less. Now it's 82 days on the market this time, 111 days total previously. And if you're a Dade City buyer, ponder whether that's something to look at. All right, now the thing about list price per square foot is we're going to end up with some higher priced product that comes in because of the number of square footage versus the price. This is 3,500 square feet. So the list price per square foot is only $121 a square foot. Passaic. I don't know what to think about this property. I've looked at it a couple of times. It's $125 a square foot. $128, excuse me. $549,000, 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. It's got a couple of residences on there. It's 2.24 acres. You got to wonder if that might be a good property for like a assisted living facility or a look at it. It almost looks like an assisted living facilities, but there is two dwellings on that, and they're both rented out evidently. Lake Forest, giant, 5,200 square feet, short sale, $699,000. That's the last one. Hey, I should have had my information up here. Let me go ahead and pull out some of my contact information. You probably know me anyway, but if you don't, then here we go. I was studying sinkholes earlier. Here's my contact information. Randall Jenkins, Florida Real Estate Partners. Your no junk fee realtor. Hey, feel free to give me a call or text or Gmail or reach out any way you like. We look forward to the opportunity to be of service. Appreciate the opportunity. Love to compete for your business. Have a great day. Bye now.